team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We play to win. Let's go.
And up. 180.
Mike 50, huh? Switch up, switch up. Check three, check three.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
6 man. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Now Mayfield. Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here we go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
4th down, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Check three, check three, check three.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. One. Kill.
On second down, a run with Breida.
Go. It's run.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
One. Alpha.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Hey, we got
Play fake. Mariota flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
just like that. Mike's 59.
Off the play fake, Mariota buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check 37.
Shift.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. We're scoreless after 1.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Browns drive about to get started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
I don't even know why.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike is 50.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go. Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the run. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Christian Kirksey able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All day, every day, any day.
Throwing is Mariota. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Play action now. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's a party now.
Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
180. Mike's 50. Hey, come on, no. Pistol.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Alert.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Run. Hey, box trot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
One. Check 49.
They go play action. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Focus, defense, focus.
Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Field goals all we've had so far, 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mack Wilson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
53's the mic.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Landry. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
One. Mike, chopper. Mike.
Watch the back.
They run again with Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On play action, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, D-line. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son.
To throw, Mariota. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Watch the slant. Let's go, let's go.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Kirksey. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the 2nd level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Sack City, baby.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Complete. It's Johnson. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Mariota again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check it back. One.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Complete to Washington. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running out of the gun here, Breida. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Scene 6. Situation. Let's go. 53 is the mic. One. Exit.
Here's Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Escaping the pressure right. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives them one more chance here on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 5-7. 50, Mike, 50. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Up. Quick edge. Go. What's up?
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Pistol. 36. High Hey, exit.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
What's that?
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Check Mike, check Mike.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, too little, Cupcake.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Steelers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll